Time has come to make things right. You and I must fight for our rights. You and I must fight to survive.
So today is the opportunity for you to look around the organisations, the voluntary and youth organisations that are here, and to see how you can take part in volunteering, not just in the UK, but we have got an international slant too through GBI, and just to see the ways in which you can really change society. I just thought I'd finish with a little story which really highlights my point about young people. Last autumn, we were doing an event in Scotland for a group of secondary schools. And the purpose of this event was actually to discuss with them what activities they're doing out of the school curricula that would make them eligible for a Dino Award. And as always, when we get groups of young people together and discuss what they're doing, it's an incredibly humbling and overwhelming experience for us as adults. It really is, because there is a wealth of knowledge and experience and expertise that's already out there. We also asked them to do another thing. We said that if they were stuck in a lift for 2 minutes with the First Minister of Scotland, what would they like to say to them? Now, we might try this, and you could actually tell me what you would like to say to Gordon Brown if you were stuck in a lift with him, and we'll write it down and we'll send it to him. Anyway, what the Scotland young people came up with was first that there must be a better image for young people, that there are an enormous number of young people who are contributing so much to society, and they suffer from from what some very few are doing negatively in our society. But the second thing they said was, we are the future. Well, you are the future, and you're also the present. And you do have the influence or the power to influence the society in which we live and make it of long-term benefit to us all. So thank you all so much for coming. I do hope that you really enjoy the day and get so much out of it. There are lots of people in the Diana Award and of the organisations who can help you, direct you, that you can talk to and really get as much as you would like out of it. And I should go around too and enjoy talking to you all. Thank you very much.
Is from Leah, and she says, what inspires you to volunteer? So if we start with Mary.
Okay, well, I was inspired to volunteer because it's quite a sad story actually. My grandma died in the hospice when I was 1, and I never actually got to meet her. I don't remember it all, and I just thought it was really sad that a lot of people, old people die in hospices and they don't have a family. So I kind of thought that I'd try and make a difference and like help them in their last couple of dying days.
Excellent, thank you.
One of the reasons why I was inspired to help to volunteer was to help people that I don't normally, mix with, and that's more like not my age, like younger people in schools that teach. Like one of my friends was teaching English. I went to Thailand and teach English to a year 4 class for a month, and that's something I wouldn't normally do. So I think helping people that and mixing with people that normally wouldn't do.
Lovely, Rob.
Yeah, I guess I didn't actually do any volunteering when I was at school, and I always thought volunteering was really geeky, and I wish I had done volunteering. I kind of associated it with something that wasn't really me, but that was totally wrong. And I was actually only inspired to start volunteering when I was 20 and I was at university, and that's when a friend of mine actually contacted me and said that he'd been teaching in Tanzania in East Africa, and just what a dire state the education system was there. And I've been pretty fortunate, gone to a good school, I was at a good university, and he actually wanted to start a project to try and help these children in schools in Tanzania, and that's where I really had my inspiration, the wish I had earlier. So.
I think for me what inspires me to volunteer is just the mixture of people who you can meet and work with, and the different activities that you're able to do in terms of learning about the world, but learning about sort of like where my role fits within that, in terms I'm used to spending time with and spending time with lots of different people who all have got involved with volunteering for their own different reasons, who all come with something different. And working together as a team is what I really enjoy and is what I've kept on volunteering.
I guess for me it's because I've always wanted to make a difference, and volunteering kind of allows you to make that difference, and you know that what you're doing is changing somebody's life, even if it's the smallest kind of part of their life or part of a community or society. Then I think that's really what kind of drew me into kind of being a volunteer.
4 articles in a newspaper portray young people in a negative way. On the train this morning, I was reading my Metro and couldn't find a positive article about what young people are doing in London, so London paper. But I found plenty of articles about the bad things that young people are doing. The ASBO generation, knife wielding, granny bashing, young people, if you keep reading the newspapers. But we know the truth, because the truth is sitting here in this room. You inspire me just by doing what you do on a day-to-day basis and volunteering. So please carry that